Hello, everybody, and welcome to another XGR Bro Up Edition.
In the morning.
But I am your host, the stay-at-home dad gamer, and joining me is, of course, Chris, a.k.a. The Mole. And we have a little special guest in and out. We have Marcus Shadow.
Yo.
And,
little special guest.
I did, okay. I'll allow it. But as always, we're going to start off with the news, and then the catch-up section where we talk about what games we've played this week, and then the discussion topic at the end, which will be the latest YouTube fiasco with all the copyright claims against Let's Plays and all that stuff. So to kick it off with the news, take it away, Mole.
Okay. This just in, Star Wars, the free-to-play menace. Disney has announced the latest in its slew of upcoming Star Wars titles with Star Wars Attack Squadron, a free-to-play space combat game for up to 16 players. Developed by a new Seattle-based studio, Area 52 Games, Attack Squadron is due out in 2014 on PC and will feature 3 models of PvP action: free-for-all, team dogfight, and base defense. You'll also be able to earn points to customize your ship and buy new items. You can sign up for Attack Squadron Beta, which launches next year on the game's official webpage today.
I may have to do that. Actually sounds kind of cool.
Wait till you watch the trailer. You'll be disappointed. Hence why I included the Phantom Menace reference.
Okay then.
Yeah, it doesn't look that good, sadly. But my next bit of news. The fastest dinosaur around. Nintendo has announced a new Nintendo-themed DLC for Sonic Lost World on Wii U. 2 packs will be released in all, and the first will be Yoshi's Island, which features, you guessed it, iconic elements from Yoshi's Island franchise. The DLC is available for free. Elements of the new level shown in the trailer include Shy Guys, coins, pipes, and more. However, a second Nintendo-themed DLC level will be coming later in the year. While Nintendo didn't announce details, they strongly emphasized the word Link, suggesting it could be a Zelda area.
Cool.
That could be cool.
It could be. Well, it's a lot weird. It's like we finally got Sonic and Mario in a platforming game together, and it's Sonic and Yoshi. But still, I will get that DLC for my game.
Well, to be fair, Mario wouldn't be able to keep up with Sonic, but Yoshi probably could.
Yeah, because you'd be riding him.
Eats tails and can fly.
Yes. And now for the final one, my big news, a new entry in the Zelda Dynasty.
Ooh, they finally announced it?
Victor knows why I chose that phrase very carefully. Nintendo has announced Hyrule Warriors, a new title and developer by Temco Kayo, headed to Wii U in 2014. I may have pronounced some of that wrong, but Hyrule Warriors, which is currently just a working title and could still change, is not Nintendo's new Zelda game. President Satoru Iwata, again wrong, but stressed during a Nintendo Direct broadcast this morning, but instead it combines the tried and true action of the Warrior series, like Dynasty Warriors, with the iconic weapons and enemies from the Zelda franchise. Items shown in the debut footage include a sword, bombs, a fire rod, and a Hylian's shield, plus epic spin attack by Link. So it's Link Dynasty Warriors.
I would say yes if I get to play as Ganondorf. If Ganondorf in a Dynasty Warriors game, I will buy that. What say you, Sad Gamer?
I'm hoping for at least 4 characters. I want Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, and oh man, I forgot its name. The ninja that Zelda turns into.
Sheik.
Sheik, thank you.
Which, when I watched the trailer, I want that game. That game looks awesome. And Marcus Shadow, you need to check out the trailer after XGR.
I will when I get home.
It could be the 3rd best Zelda game of all time.
Behind Link's crossbow training? And the CDI game.
And Wanda Gamelon.
Wait, if they're doing a Legend of Zelda one, imagine what the awesomeness that would be if they took the Super Smash Brothers franchise and made it a Dynasty Warriors game.
Mario Link raised
awesome.
to 1,000 people is funny. Love to see that.
1,000 Goombas.
Because in the games, like a lot of times sometimes every 100, or when you beat a named guy, but whenever you get 1,000 kills, a lot of times they say something special. I think it'd be funny he does that and he just goes, "It's a me."
That'd be awesome.
And of course, Captain Falcon.
And you know what character needs to be included in the Zelda one?
What's that?
You need to be able to play as your me.
Yes.
That would be, oh man.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would want that.
And customize your attacks and musos and stuff. That'd be awesome.
That would be totally awesome. Now you've gotten my hopes up. They're not going to do that.
They could do that.
They could. I'm hoping. But I definitely want to play that game. That game looks awesome.
It does. But that was the end of my news.
Okay. So on to my news. First up, we have Bravely Demo. And to start off the files of games you've never heard of, Bravely Default coming out for the 3DS in February. I want to say it's February. It's early February, but a demo is going to be available in early January. And according to Nintendo, the demo is not a level from the actual game. It's like a self-contained or maybe a prologue story or something for the game, which is kind of cool. And they also announced that in the game itself, it will keep track of sleep time, so that when you just shut the system, and every 8 hours you get a sleep point or something, which you can use to resurrect a person or heal them or something, which sounds pretty cool. I don't know how that'll work in practice, because you can also buy them, and I'm like, yeah, forget that. I'll just put it in sleep mode overnight. But I don't know if anyone cares about that.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool feature.
Yeah. And then next up, to continue the games no one has heard of, Namco stops hating money. Namco announced Tales of Zestiria coming out in Japan, and also announced that it would come to the U.S., which is pretty cool, because I think that's the first time they've ever announced them both at the same time. There's no date yet, but the fact that they actually announced that it would come out in this country or in the U.S., instead of us waiting for 2 years and just be like, are we going to get that? And they're just like, no, forget it. We actually like money now. Your move, Capcom.
Yep.
Of course, that's a reference to Monster Hunter. But anyway. And then last up, continuing the Capcom theme there, we have Mickey versus Ryu. At the end of the year, or as of currently right now, what was it? Yesterday, I believe, on PSN, they are delisting Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and all the DLC, and also Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So last week it was on sale on PSN, and it was delisted on the 17th of December, and on Xbox it will be delisted on December 26th. And currently right there, if you want to get it, they're having definitely a fire sale on it, and all the crap is 75% off for Xbox. Unfortunately, it was only 50% off for PS3, which sucks, but I still bought one character. Because I bought Shumagorath because Jill sucks, but...
Nice. I think I own Ultimate Marvel. No, I own... Which one was it I own? I own one of the Marvel v Capcom games they put on there, the first one.
50% off. I may have to pick up Ultimate 3 just for Phoenix Wright, as shitty a character as he is in that game.
Well, then you better get it for Xbox, because it's not on PS3 anymore. Although, that's digital. You can still pick up a disc, but since it's delisted, the disc price will probably shoot up similar games that were delisted and then the physical version got high.
Why did they delist those?
They haven't officially said, but the running idea is that it is because the license ran out. Because of Marvel and stuff. As far as we know, though, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins is not affected yet.
Origins.
Yeah, which was Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and Marvel Superheroes.
Right.
That's the one I have.
Origins?
Yes, because I bought the one that was the first game and another game with it, which I didn't play the other game, I just played that one.
Yeah, I almost bought that. It was on sale for like $3.75 if you had PlayStation Plus, which is crazy low, but if it's not going to be delisted, I was like, okay, well, I can wait then. But I had to buy at least one character. But yeah, like for Xbox right now, the game itself, Ultimate Marvel, it's like $5. And the extra costume for everyone is also $5, and I'm like, oh, too bad I already have it on Vita. So I just bought a character.
Nice.
But yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's one of the pitfalls of digital content, unfortunately. Okay, and now we are going to catch up.
Yay.
So, what did you play this week, Mole?
First of all, I played Lego Marvel. I now have every character, including Stan Lee.
Woo! Yay.
But I've discussed that game in the past. I briefly played DCUO on PS4 with James Phoenix.
Did that run any better than PS3?
It's hard to see details properly.
Oh, okay.
It ran better in terms of smoother and stuff like that, and faster. Okay. But, like, any beards and facial hair I had was just shiny as fuck, to the point that I was like, the fuck's going on here with some of the stuff?
I think it was made out of plastic or something?
Yes.
Oh, did you accidentally have the Minecraft plastic texture pack installed? That might have been.
Yeah. I also played Killzone.
Oh.
And I got a few kills online with that. I was doing pretty well.
Hmm.
I also had one of the kills that helped me level up some of my kills. My deaths are still more than my kills. By like 3 or 4 times, but I had a kill on there which was fucking hilarious, where I snuck around the back when I saw this group shooting at one of my teammates down this alleyway, because they were in like this little hall. And I went, boom, and placed my energy shield at the back of the hall, then pulled up my gun and started to shoot them. As they turned around and started to shoot me and they were starting to get rid of my shield, he placed his fucking energy shield and shot them from behind. The whole fucking corridor, their team just dropped like flies. It reminded me of basically 300 of, we'll get them in an alleyway, then their numbers will mean nothing.
Nice.
I played Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z, the demo.
Oh, okay.
The demo's out now. You should get the demo. It's got online co-op on the demo.
Oh, okay.
So we can try that out.
Did you get it on PS3 or PS4?
It's not coming out on PS4.
Oh, I thought it would have, since it's not being released now.
Yeah, I got the demo on PS3, and it's pretty damn cool.
I have to get that.
At first when I played the demo, I was like, wait, you only put me as one guy? The fuck? That seems pointless. I want to see the team-based stuff. But then when I got into it more, because you've actually got like the first 4 missions. So the first one's like Goku on his own training. Then you get more and more people until you got a group of 4, which is cool. There's a new feature on there which I hadn't seen on Dragon Ball Z game before, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, as you're going through waves of enemies. It's sort of like, with the team combat, it's sort of like those Dynasty Warrior games meets the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, because there's like, the numbers are smaller, but you got like that big, you're doing battles everywhere. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
At the end of the battle, when you've got some energy left, a giant portal goes and opens up next to you. You keep pressing circle and you send energy through the portal. And then other gamers in the world, when they're playing, will get given energy from you. And you get energy from them.
Interesting.
Which I was like, that's kind of cool. I kept doing that. And
when do you get it? Just randomly throughout, or?
I think you get like at the start of the battle. It'll go.
Oh, okay.
Or it might be random.
Okay.
But I like the idea of the feature. And on it, you unlock co-op after you've done the first couple of story modes. Then after you've done all the story modes, you unlock battle mode, which is cool. So you can go against people, which is cool. But I also played Scribblenauts Unlimited. The game I bought on Steam a while back, I now own on Wii U.
Oh,
when it came out on Wii U here. It amused me to do stuff like type Bowser, then Mario, and spawn them to see them fight each other, or Link, then Ganondorf, and I watch them fight, which is cool as fuck. Also, Geeky Girl says I'm a little evil with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I enjoy doing is typing the word gun, taking a gun and placing it in one of the civilians' hands I don't need to do a mission of, then give them the adjective suicidal and watch them go, phew, dead.
Wow.
It's awesome. I don't like the fact, though, the Nintendo stuff doesn't seem to, at least for the most part, doesn't seem to actually be able to solve any of the puzzles. It's just there for fun. Like,
it's like kill all these guys and you can't type in invincibility star and then just run through.
oh, you can use an invincibility star and stuff like that to kill the enemies, yeah. And you can use the fire flower, but you can't use them in the way of solving some of the puzzles of stuff like George Washington needs to chop down the cherry tree. And it says, give him any blade. So I typed in Master Sword and placed it on him. And the game was just sort of like, you gotta be kidding me, right? So I was like, fine, so I'll go and put axe. I wanted to see him do it. And yes, in my inventory I have Peach, a Goomba, the Triforce, a star, but I can't get one of the ones to work. I really want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Tanuki suit to really work. I also find it weird that it says, okay, you need to spawn, there's like a group of monsters together, spawn someone who would blend in with us monsters. So I typed in Bowser. Didn't work. Ganondorf didn't work. So I was like, oh fine, fucking just typed in a random monster. But that was pretty fun. I enjoyed Scribblenauts Unlimited. Hopefully that means this time next year I'll have Unmasked. Woo!
You should have typed in Moblin.
Yeah. But those were the games I played this week.
All right. And Marcus, did you play any games this week that you wanted to talk about?
I played a lot of games. Played Dishonored. Well, I didn't play Dishonored this week. I played it last week, but I'm up to, I believe it's the last level, going back into the tower to go kill the regent.
That game would be good if it wasn't for that stealth.
I don't think you're going to get that.
No, I don't think you'll get that reference either, but still. Hi, Geeky Girl.
The tower to kill. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, I'm going for the non-lethal way, so I have to figure out how to turn off that damn turret and not get caught.
Oh, those turrets are ass, dude. I hate those things.
Yeah.
They spot you from hella far out.
Is it the thing is the way I have to go to get into the tower to turn off the message. There's a turret right there, and the power source is in the room under it. And I'm like, how do I get in there?
The small turret. Okay.
Can you type in words like on Scribblenauts? Because if so, to distract the turret, just type in Caddyshack Gopher, and as he does his little dance, you can walk past.
Wow. But no, I played that. I've been playing a lot of my 3DS actually. Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. That game is fun. It's really fun. I still don't know if I really like the more freeform way that the gameplay is in this game, where you can go, you rent from the guy first who jacks your house, basically. It's like, oh, no one else is living here, you're going to be off on your adventure, can I jack the house? And it's just like, well, you saved my life, so sure. Then you rent the stuff from him, and then later on it's like, okay, now you can buy them. And of course, if you're renting them, he gives you a slight discount on it, but it's like, really? Right to buy.
He takes your house and then charges you for lending you stuff?
He turns your house into his shop, so basically when you come back to your house, there's a signpost out in front of your house with his face on it.
Oh, man, he's trying to beat Tom Nook for most evil shopkeep, isn't he?
I was about to say, Tom Nook.
They're going to be in the next Smash Brothers. They got to be. They got to fight to determine.
But to be fair, it's the bracelet he gives you for allowing
Jesus, though.
No. But like when you save him and you allow him to stay in the house, he gives you this bracelet as a token of appreciation. He's like, I don't know what it does. And it's that bracelet that allows you to turn into a cave drawing.
Mm.
So you kind of can't play the game without him, so yeah. But it's kind of cool. I kind of like what they've done with it a little bit, where like the items that you get from him once you've bought them, You can upgrade them through the Mall My Mother by collecting the Mall My Children. It's the collectible in this game where you have to go find her children, and you can pop them off walls by, going cave drawing, get behind them, and then when you pop back into 3D, it pops them off the wall with you. Where you can do the standard stuff like Pegasus boots into trees and walls and towers and crap like that. And for every 10 that you bring back to her, she upgrades one of your items. So that's kind of nice. I kind of do like that. It does add a depth to the game. They have the upgrading Master Sword through the smithy. You collect Master Ore, but for every 2 Master Ore you upgraded, there's 4 Master Ore.
You can't just buy the Master Sword in the shop?
No. The Master Sword is still in the same place. It's in the Lost Woods. You have to go find it. And I don't know how I feel about this, but it's pretty much a carbon copy of A Link to the Past. Like, almost a carbon copy of A Link to the Past, because you have to get the 3 pendants to, show yourself worthy of wielding the Master Sword, and you get the Master Sword, and then you go to Low Rule, which was the Dark World, and yes, it's called Low Rule.
I didn't know it had a word or a name. I thought it was just Dark. Okay,
I love that name.
Low Rule makes sense and kind of weird. Cerulean Shield.
I'm waiting for the Low Rule Warrior game.
Yes, plays Dark Wolf Link from Twilight Princess.
Yes. Did you want to talk about what a game you've played this week?
Sure. Okay, first up this week I played Senran Kagura Burst on 3DS.
Oh, that game's awesome.
It is, but you haven't heard of it.
You don't have to tell people that.
Oh, that's true. But
I've heard of all of those Hubba Bubble games.
Yeah. But it's kind of like Final Fight. It's an action game where, like lots of high-hitting combos and special moves, and basically all the characters you play as are big jiggly ninja girls. I'll let you guess what's big and jiggly. And
is it Puff?
Yes.
Jiggly
and it has
Puff.
the second best use of 3D I've ever seen. But it's actually a pretty fun game. All that aside, too, just because it's not super deep or anything. It's mostly a button masher, just get lots of combos and other fun stuff. But I am actually enjoying it so far. There's 2 storylines. There's basically 2 rival ninja schools. There's like they even call them this in the game. There's like the good ninja and the evil ninja. And I'm like, okay, fine. But I started as the good ninja because why not? And I'm playing as them right now, and they have like X amount of missions, and then you can play as the evil one and stuff. And there's an unlockable character per side too, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
And you start with 5 or 6 characters. So yeah, it's decent replayability there so far.
Sounds pretty cool.
Did you want me to do another one then? While waiting?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. And then also this week, I finished, or the wife and I finished Diablo 3. Well, we beat the story mode in normal mode. Woo. And it was not 100% what I thought was going to happen, but it was pretty dang close.
Did you say the same thing we said?
Which is what?
Diablo a lot easier than the boss before him with the ice powers.
Yeah, dude, that guy, like, he didn't kill me, but he was annoying as heck.
Yeah, he annoyed.
He would, like, chain freeze you.
Yeah, once he chain freezed both of us multiple times and just ate through our health. We were like, the fuck? And then the second time, he didn't kill us, but like you said, he just annoyed us. He kept freezing. It's like, no, stop freezing. And then when we came to Diablo, I was like, oh god, he's going to be even worse, isn't he? Dead.
I think for us, that ice guy, I just hated that he covered so much of it in ice. And then, like, when he got lower, I would, like, do multiple. And I like, threw on my ice armor. I was like, this should protect me from being frozen. I'm covered in ice. Nope, froze me. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. But, Diablo, that fight took, longer than the ice guy. Just because he kept doing where he'd catch me in the cage. And then he'd have to lift me up and bite me or whatever and then throw me. And it didn't kill me, but it was super annoying. Because I would a lot of times activate the ice armor, and then he would cage me. And then, it would wear off during the whole time of where he has to walk over, pick me up, like, hurt me, and then throw. And I'm like, dude, I just put on the ice armor.
See, I'll admit, we used basically almost the Ghostbusters approach.
Uh-huh.
I kept the beam on him as long as I fucking could, my death beam, while transforming into the ultimate avatar state, my thing. And I just kept doing that while Crispy stood back as the hunter and was just doing it with all his arrows. Then when he came close to us, we'd back the fuck off, or if he caught one of us, just keep doing our move to drain his health.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Literally every time I shot the beam, he'd be like, Cage, and I'm like, oh, come on. That's why he took so long. Because I have the rune or whatever, where when I'm in the ice armor, my stuff costs less, so I can do the beam for longer.
Nice.
So a lot of times I just throw it on and then just do the beam, or like I wait till it's like kind of like under half and then do it, just so I can keep it on longer. But yeah, otherwise we just had my wife wailing on him while he's like eating me and making it so I can't laser beam of death him.
Yeah, see, I know some PC players don't like it, but I loved how easy it was to get legendary stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Although we got like several copies of the same thing. Like if I never see another pair of Lut socks, I'll be okay. I think we got 3 or 4 of those.
What's your mage using in her hand?
For a while I had the greatest weapon in the game called Monster Hunter, which was a sword, and it gave intelligence. That one did, which is awesome. Right now I have, I don't remember. I have some kind of sword, I think, but in the other hand, I at one point had an ice crystal, which looked awesome, and then I had just the bubbles, but now I have a skull.
That was the one I had. The skull with the fucking gem in its head.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look, I'm the bowler now.
Yeah, I had a skull in my head and a giant fucking sword that I was using as a wand. It's like, this shouldn't exist.
Well, whenever I equip a mage with a sword, I'm always thinking, yep, World of Warcraft, because that was like one of the first games where that was like, yeah, they can equip a sword. And I'm like, they can? That's awesome, but weird.
And again, we need to team up and play that this week.
Yeah, we do. Sorry I couldn't the other day. I was playing with my wife and we were at the end. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I just watching Netflix. But
yeah, so I played that. That's, like I said, it's pretty much a carbon copy of Link to the Past. Legend of Zelda is. But it's pretty fun. The 3D aspect is actually pretty cool. And the other game on the 3DS that I've been playing a lot recently, actually the past couple of days, is Project Cross Zone.
Yay.
I swear one of our reviewers had played that. I think it may have been Geeky Girl.
It was.
I haven't gotten X and Zero yet, but I think I'm close to it because I'm in the fight where you get Tron Bomb.
What, do you remember what stage you're on? The number?
It's like chapter 3 or something.
No, you're not close to X and Zero. They're like 19 or something ridiculous.
That's stupid. The one thing I do have to question, though, is Capcom's or Namco and Capcom's decision not to release the first one before this one because, this is a direct sequel.
Yeah,
they make reference to the first one all the time, and it's like you're sitting here like for instance, like Hasenko knows Chun-Li, and you're like, if you never played the first one, and I did, I own the first one, and so does Richard, you'd be like, how?
Well, some of that stuff I think could also be Marvel versus Capcom. You could fudge it like that. Some of the people knowing each other.
Yep.
I killed him with that.
You did. His mind just blew, but back to you, your games this week.
All right. Okay, last one I played this week was One Piece Pirate Warriors 2, which is basically the Dynasty Warriors version of the anime and manga One Piece.
Nice.
And because it was on sale last week, and I wanted to get that. It's digital only in this country, which sucks, but it was like $12.50, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to buy that because I played the Japanese demo. That was awesome. And even though I'm not really into that series, the game is really fun because it has like tons of dudes on the screen. I don't know, because it's like cell shaded style, so it can kind of look like a cartoon, but I don't know, it feels like you lay waste to more dudes. like if I don't get 1,000 kills, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like sometimes in Dynasty Warriors, they have stages where it's like you get like only 400 kills, or whatever. But not this one; they're all like 900 kills.
Nice. Like I said, the closest I've played to a Dynasty Warrior game was the Gundam one, And even though it's not quite the same, the Bleach game.
The Bleach one.
I love the Bleach one.
The Bleach one is pretty good.
Oh, I didn't finish all the challenges.
Oh, because there's so much grinding in that game. That's my only problem with it. It's like ridiculous.
I could do the story okay. I did all the story. It's just the challenges. I got like halfway through them or something. I was like, eh.
Yeah, that's weird. The challenges in that one are weird too because it's like they're in a triangle and you build toward the middle. I don't know, but anyway, the One Piece one. There's lots of characters in it, and one thing I think's really cool is besides your like super move, you also get what's called style meter, and when you use that, it basically powers you up, and or it activates like a special ability. So some of the characters they like slow down time, kind of like bullet time, and if an enemy, like some of the enemy like named characters can do it, and that's the only way you can damage them when they do it is you use yours or let theirs run out or whatever. But if you hit enough guys while doing it, it'll build up another meter, and then you can press the circle button, and you'll do a super attack, and then you'll switch to basically your crewmate for a limited time, which is kind of cool, so you can kind of use two people. And
nice.
They actually get separate experience. Not like character experience, they get crew experience, which gives them abilities, and then will also sometimes you get like money or their coin or whatever, and it's actually a pretty fun game.
Nice.
Even not really caring much about the source material.
Nice. And
what game is this?
One Piece Pirate Warriors 2.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to finish off your last game?
Yeah. So yeah, Project Crossing is really, really fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of digging the paired solo system. Although I kind of wish the solo characters could actually be solo, because I love that about the first game. Just going around just as Cosmos and obliterating everything in my path. That was kind of fun. But, or going around as Ryu and just being like, I'm Ryu. Shinku Hadouken! And just killing everything.
Nice.
But, yeah, you can't do that in this one, but it is still fun. And then, of course, the last game that I've been playing quite a bit recently and getting back into is STO, Star Trek Online. Been playing that with James Phoenix and Aeon. We do have a fleet. It is my fleet. And it's been there since beta, actually. Or right after beta. And it died off. We lost a lot of members. And then when Jim and Aeon started playing it, and actually I think we have the Fallen Angel in the fleet as well, we started to build it back up. We renamed it and whatnot. So to any of our viewers play Star Trek Online and you're looking for a fleet, feel free to look us up. Our fleet is called Hexagon. And for those who don't know, we also run a Power Rangers message board called Ranger Vision. Do check that out as well, rangervision.com. And so it's kind of based off of that. And of course, my character's name is Marcus Shadow. His is James Phoenix. So you can look us up in the game. And yeah, we're just, we're relatively young, but we're building it up. We're about to get a star base. So there you go. That's what I've been playing.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, is it really relatively young if it's been there since beta? But no.
Well, I've been playing since beta. I created it with a bunch of beta, people I played with in beta. Once the game went live, and we kind of fell into the beta trap. Once the game went live, we kind of burned ourselves out on it, on the game. So.
And fair enough. Yeah, I played that game with you for a while back.
Yeah, so we need people in the fleet, so please, you can either look us up in the game or go ahead and join the Xpound message board, xpound.proboards.com, and you can shoot us, any one of the three of us, myself, James Phoenix, or Aeon. You can shoot us PM, and we can get you into the fleet.
And good. And was there any other games, or was that the last one you've played this week?
I've been playing an old game on my laptop at work when I have downtime. I've recently gotten back into Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's awesome.
Nice.
RPG. I love that game.
That game is awesome.
I also discovered the console, so I can cheat.
Nice. I also technically played the Minecraft demo on PS4. No, sorry, PS3. Because I'm planning to get that game, but yeah, the demo's not that good. The demo is really fucking short, and everything you want to do, it just says, sorry, buy full version. Sorry, buy full version.
It's a very limited demo.
Yeah, it's a really limited demo. But it's still there. I downloaded it. But like I said, I plan to get that in the next couple of weeks. Because I know Geeky Girl plans to get that too, and I'm hoping to convince either Richter or you or someone like that to get it too so we can play together.
Mm. Yeah, I might get it. I have wanted to play that game because it looked like a lot of fun.
And it is $20 in the US store. Like, I called it. It was $20.
Cool.
And since we discussed the games we wanted to play, Richter, did you want to lead us in?
To the discussion?
Yeah.
All right, this week's discussion is the whole YouTube fiasco. It was mentioned in last week's news by Anastasia. And now that we've had some time for it to do its thing so far, just figured we would discuss it. And I'm going to guess we mostly hate it. Because I think it's pretty stupid. What I think is funny is, though, it's not even the game companies most times. It's just YouTube bots that are going all, like, crazy and taking stuff down.
Well, I think it's stupid that these guys, these, big-time contributors to content on YouTube and whatnot, they go out and they join these networks, which are supposed to afford a little bit of protection and, instant monetization and stuff like that. And then YouTube goes and does this, and they come out and blatantly say, this is designed to specifically target networks. I'm like,
yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah, which, I'll be honest, like I mentioned to you the other day, I was all for this.
Oh?
The users doing it, I'm not. But companies actually saying, hey, you don't own the rights to that, you shouldn't be making money off us, I'm all for that.
Which is fair enough. The system is broken because the system allows anybody to claim that they're somebody without having to prove it, and then effectively giving them the ability to hijack all monetization off of anybody's content. And I'm just like, that's not right.
Yeah, it's like I said, I disagreed with that bit. I just agreed with the actual companies doing it.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people on YouTube who monopolize or monetize videos, and all the content in there besides their voice is something from a game, and they're not making money off it. It's like, yeah, allow them to put their adverts up. Allow the game company to make money off it as well as you.
Well, my problem with what they're doing, though, is, like, if it's a trailer and someone's talking about it, okay. I always thought it was kind of silly when someone, like, reposts a trailer. But at the same time, that is a commercial, so I don't know. But I don't know. They're just, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. But, shoot. I just think they're fucking crazy. Like, that's right, what it is. When they try to take down reviews or, like, claim, like copyright stuff, that isn't legit at all, because using stuff for review is fair use. It's in the fucking copyright protection. But this is also YouTube who tries to get parodies taken down, which is also covered under law as being totally legal, that you can do parodies and that you can use materials for a review, and they're like, oh, I guess not. And like, fuck you, it is. These lawyers won't read their own fucking laws.
I agree with not taking down reviews. That's fair enough. I just meant they should, like, let's say I make a video, which I've done before now, and all the review footage comes from like a Nintendo game. Yeah, let Nintendo put a Nintendo advert before it.
That I'm okay with, but if it's monetized, like, you should get some of it because you put forth the effort to make the review. They didn't. I mean, like, here's the analogy that I like, that I made up. Okay, so, yeah. So, if I'm sitting at home and this dude comes to my door and he's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh, pretty good. And it's like, hey, did you like your wife's dinner last night? I'd be like, yeah, it was really good. And he'll be like, well, you should thank me. And I'd be like, why should I thank you? And he's like, my farm is the one that grew that chicken. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You had nothing to do with it. Like a lot of the people that get pretty famous on YouTube, they put forth a lot of time and effort in these videos. it is their job. So if they're reviewing it and it's fair use, the fucking company that made the game already has their money. They shouldn't get shit. They didn't put forth any effort into the review.
They didn't, but it's still using the stuff they have put effort in. Because if you go with analogies and stuff, it would basically be like, oh, okay, let's say Richter is a craftsman. Richter spends hours and hours making this hard-earned boat, and he spends hours just crafting it and grinding it and shaping the wood into shape. And I come around, just write on my name and make all the money.
No, it wouldn't be like that at all, but good try.
It's not like your ingredients one either. Because it's not like someone's come in and said, oh yeah, I drew the concept art. It's the companies that made all the stuff like the cinematic footage or the voice actors.
Film it. The game was already purchased.
Yeah, but it's still stuff that they should be able to make money off.
It's free. It's fair use if you if you use it. But they didn't make the review. They're not putting forth any effort. They made it like if I was reviewing a book, like if James Phoenix reviews Person of Interest, like which he finally did, the studio doesn't come up and be like, hey, wait a minute, you can't do that. Like the fuck you can.
The other thing too is that these companies, the developers or the distributors, are giving free copies of the game to reviewers and saying review our shit, and I don't think it's cool, nor is it legit if they do that and then turn around and be like, oh, and now you have to give us a portion of the price. It's like, you just asked me to review your game.
Well, what's funny
and now
is
you're going to completely screw my ability to make a living? Yeah, fuck you.
I like that a lot of these aren't actually the companies. Like the game companies a lot of times actually want the reviews and don't mind Let's Plays. It's just fucking lawyers and or just that the system is so broken that it's like flagging these things, and you're just like, what? Like there's no process for it. Like so if there's a claim, they just stop all monetization and shift it to the other person. Like, well, you should at least have a human investigate that shit.
Yeah, which like I said, if it's not the game companies or anything like that, it's just like John Doe making the claims. No, I'm not for that. I was just for the companies actually making the claims, because I've seen so many reviews on there, on YouTube and stuff like that, where it's been like, okay, we're going to review, let's say, the new episode of South Park, and the review itself is like 20 minutes, and 20 minutes of that is the actual episode shown, and the episode's only 22 minutes. It's like, what the fuck, dude? That's the entire fucking thing you've shown there.
Yes, stuff like that is bullshit, and that's why you need a human doing it, not a bot doing it. And a lot of times, I don't know about, like, maybe with a TV show it'll be different, but I think that sometimes ones that put forth no effort, that they literally are just like showing like giant chunks of the game, not cutting Let's Plays, but I'm just saying like, like they either do that show the whole episode and barely talk. Those tend not to get that popular just because they're not putting forth any effort. Like a lot of the big reviews, they're putting forth a crap ton of effort. And it's obvious they're not just, like copying someone else's work. It's their own stuff, and It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's like when I do my reviews, I capture the footage myself, and I edit it up and put it all there.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't monetize it, but I put it all there. Yeah. However, the one I'm complaining, the ones I don't like is like you'll see someone sit there and tell you, without it being a review, pretty much everything that happens in like a film, and show you over 50% of the film's fucking video or content. It's like, fuck you. They've made that. You're literally ruining it. Like gameplay stuff where you're showing like a bit of a level or something like that, fair enough. But there is a lot of reviews out there where most of the stuff that's on there should be fucking copyright done, because it's like, how are you getting away with showing this much stuff?
Yeah.
It's
I can see some of that.
It's like I've seen on YouTube as well with parodies, someone saying, oh yeah, this is a parody of like Star Wars, and it's been pretty much most of the fucking film, and then it's cut to like Vader's helmet coming down and they've added a fart noise. And I'm like, that's not fucking covered. Fuck
no,
yeah.
That's not a parody.
It's
that's
like,
what you need a person doing.
Yeah, it's like, while I liked, for example, the Juggernaut, the Juggernaut bitch, the line was kind of funny. I don't like unofficial stuff, but the Juggernaut bitch thing was kind of funny. I agreed with like that one being that one being copyrighted, because all of the fucking artwork in it is the artwork they drew, and they're supposed to make money off any time that's sold or money's made off it. So it's like, yeah.
I don't. I think that one actually was a parody though, because it was all original voices and stuff.
It was all original voices, but the art wasn't.
Yeah, but it's still a parody because that's not just like adding a fart noise and changing nothing else.
See, to me, a parody is where you may reference something or you may shoot a scene in a similar-ish way, but it's not using the exact same footage and just redubbing it, because that's not quite as good.
It's still a parody though to me, so.
Fair enough.
Anything else that we want to say on this topic? I don't know, what about Let's Plays? Do you think that those people should be stopped, or?
I didn't think anyone should be stopped. I'm just saying if they're making money off it, then technically the company should make money off it too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the money's just going to go to the company, I would just stop monetizing a video. Just be like, fuck it. I'm not gonna, they shouldn't get the money. If I'm not going to get it, then they don't get it either.
Fair enough. Different people have different thoughts and opinions on this. I mean, I'm not saying everyone's wrong or anything like that. It's just, like I said, I know, like me personally, I don't monetize my videos or anything like that because I'm trying to avoid as many adverts as possible for people. I'm like, I'm not making money off this. Have fun with it. But it's like, but when I see someone who's like, where like the entire livelihood is made up of using like just other people's work, it does feel a little bad.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm okay with comedians doing impressions of other people, so.
Yeah, I'm okay with a comedian doing an impression of another person.
What? But they're using someone else's voice. I don't get it.
No, they're using their own voice to recreate it. It's like I'd have no problem with someone...
But it's not their lines. They're just copying the other person's lines.
Like, I'd have no problem with someone, say, making a parody of the Terminator in which they've drawn the fucking suit and they've made the suit and they've filmed it themselves and they've done the voices and stuff. That's cool. I just have a problem if it was the entire fucking Terminator film with just, oh look, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What if they had recreated all the costumes and sets and stuff, but used all the audio from the movie?
Using some sampling and some little clips is okay, but all of it, no.
Okay. Okay, so it appears we have exhausted this topic. One of the more diverse ones we've had.
It was still a good one.
It was definitely a discussion. Like it wasn't like our normal like, yeah, we all agree, and then just talk about it. And then it goes into like Christopher Walken's junk and stuff or whatever it was.
William Dafoe.
Yes, naked William Dafoe. We gotta hashtag that. Anyway. So this has been another XGR, and we will see you hopefully next week with a new discussion, maybe some new games played, and some new news. Bye-bye, everybody.